Hello dear, how are you all? Today in this video we will discuss about the composition of function. In order to understand the concept of composition of function, we have taken here three sets A, B and C. If f is a function from set A to B, apply on some element x of set A, we will get f of x, which is now the element of set B. Similarly, if g is another function, apply on the element of same set B, we will get g of f of x, which is now the element of set C. You know, it is like considering a series of machines in a factory. Once the raw material x is put into the first machine, the machine processes on it in some way, and then it transferred to another machine, which further affects it and turn it into the final product. In short, a new function g of f, in short, a new function g of f from A to C, from A to C. In short, a new function g of f from A to C is defined g of f of x is called composition of function. Once again, I repeat. If we take three set A, B and C, and f is a function from set A to B, apply on some element x of set A, we will get f of x, which is now the element of set B. Similarly, if g is another function from set B to C, apply on the element of same set B, we will get g of f of x, which is now the element of set C. You know, it is like considering a series of machines in a factory. Once the raw material x is put into the first machine, the machine processes on it in some way and it is transferred to the next machine, which further affects it and turn it into the final product g of f of x. In short, a new function g of f from A to C is defined by g of f of x is called the composition of function. G of f of x also can be written as g of f of x, also can be written as g of f of x. In order to understand the concept of function more better, we take an example. Example is f of x is defined by 2x plus 1 and g of x. G of x is defined as xk minus 1. G of x is defined by xk minus 1. We have to find here f of g. We have to find here f of g and g of f of x. Before to find f of g of x, we should know how to write f of g of x first. F of g of x also can be written as f of g of x. We now calculate f of g of x. To calculate f of g of x, we just replace x by g of x in function x. Here is the function f of x. To calculate f of g of x, we just replace x by g of x in function f. We just replace here x by g of x. We just replace here x by g of x. Hence we write to multiply. We want to replace x by g of x. We write g of x. So g of x, g of x. We write here, we replace x by g of x. So 2 times of g of x plus 1. No. In last, we put the value of g of x, which is x square minus 1. We multiply 2, multiply x square minus 1 plus 1, we will get 2x square minus 2 plus 1. Finally, we will get 2x square minus 1. F of g of x will become 2x square minus 1. We now find f of g. We first write f of g of x in this way. To find f of we don't find g of f. We don't find g of f. We don't find the g of f. To find g of f of x, we write it g of f of x like this. To find or calculate g of f of x, we just replace x by f of x in function g. Where is g? G is given. We write or we replace x by f of x in function g. In function g, it is x, and just we replace x by f of x. The value of f of x, 2x plus 1. So we write this x is replaced by f of x. We write f of x square minus 1. The value of f of x now 2x plus 1. We write 2x plus 1 whole square minus 1. By expanding square, we will get 4x square plus 4x plus 1 minus 1. After simplifying, we will get 4x square plus 4x. You know the value of f of g of x is equal to 2x square minus 1, and the value of g of f of x. G of f of x. F of g of x is equal to 2x square minus 1, and the value of g of f of x will be equal to 4x square plus 4x. In general, f of g of x always not equal to g of f. So it was a simple concept about composition of function. In this way, we can find f of g of x or g of f of x. Thank you.